Hello, welcome to the Dream Big series. I'm Joshua Datton and I love football. I'm your presenter for this week's edition of the Dream Big series, which will explore the career of a footballer who plays for the Black Stars of Ghana. Are you curious to know who he is? He's Captain Asamoah Gyan. Come with me to meet him.
Asamoah Gyan, the two Asamoahs combining again. Quadwo with the corner, Gyan with the finish. And that is the goal that once again has ended Nigerian hopes of claiming the Africa Cup of Nations. Quite extraordinarily, from 13 semi-finals, they've only won it.
It's our dream to qualify for the final since 20 years. Our last time was in 1992, and this is the moment everybody is expecting. So I thank God for us going to the final. I really thank God for that. You know, it was unbelievable. People weren't believing us. They thought we were young players. We couldn't do anything. But thanks to the Almighty God, we are in the finals. And we are so happy for that. Thank you very much.
All the views there of the match winner yet again, Asamoah Gyan.
Please tell us what drives you.
Yeah, I think what drives me is me being strong mentally. You know, everything I do, I know there are ups and downs, so I'm always ready for the task because, for instance, my job, when you do the wrong thing, definitely people will criticize you, so you have to be ready for that, you know. So that is what drives me every time because I'm ready for anything in my job. You get what I mean? Yeah. So in life, you need to be mentally strong, and then you have to stay focused on everything you do. For example, you go to school, you have to focus on education and everything. Like, be determined to what you do every time. You know, I'm also an international footballer right now. I'm more dedicated to my job, you know, and sometimes things go wrong, and it doesn't mean the world has ended. I need to just focus and do what I do best. You get what I mean? So what drives me, I would say, is my mental toughness. I'm very, very tough here.
Who are your parents and where were you born?
Actually, I was born in Accra. My dad is Mr. Bafojan Mensah.
Okay.
You know, and may he soon rest in peace. I don't have a mom right now. My mom, I lost my mom about 3 years ago. You know, and she's Miss Cecilia Lovamaku.
How was it like for you growing up?
I lived in an average family. You know, although my parents were not that rich, you know, but I wouldn't say, but it was okay because they were able to cater for us in our education and everything. Although they weren't rich, you know, but they tried so hard to make sure we get to where we want to be. You know, so I'm talking about the education background. I think we are okay in the family. You know, for instance, I completed school. I ended in the secondary level. You know, I didn't go to university. I led the secondary level, but my parents understood. That is what I want to do. I just want to play football. So they advised me to be at the secondary level so I can be able to express myself, to know the basics, you know, talking about paperwork and everything. So talking about my family, that time we weren't that rich, but my parents tried so hard to make sure we survive.
As a child, what did you dream of? And have any of those dreams led you here?
It's obvious. Maybe you might not believe me, but that is what you're seeing right now. You can see you interviewing Asamoah Gyan right now. That is what I wanted to be. You know, when I was at school, I remember at the GSS level, a teacher walks in and he will say, "What do you like to be in future?" and then you see some of the students saying they want to be presidents, lawyers and everything. And I always say I want to be a football star. That is what I said before, and I think I'm living in my dream now, right now, and I'm very, very happy. That is why I'm very, very dedicated to my job, because that is what I wanted to do.
What are the challenges you face as a footballer, and how do you deal with them?
Challenges as a footballer, in our game, there are a lot of challenges. I remember my first time when I was criticized. That was in 2008. I was very, very young at that time. And throughout my academy career, going to the coach level, I was living like a normal life. I was scoring goals. I was having everything smooth till 2008, when I was hugely criticized by the fans, and it hit me. So that was where I woke up. You need to step up, and then change things around. So that is how it is. That has been my challenge.
Good ball to Kevin Prince Boateng, and this could be a chance for Ghana. It's Asamoah Gyan strike. Oh, what a save from Muslera. And Uruguay would survive on that occasion. Asamoah Gyan drifts well, and Diego Fallon had to dive on his right to make that save. Very important strike from Asamoah Gyan.
Well, he tried as much as he can. It was a very cute angle, but he managed to get the ball through the legs of the Uruguay, and a good save from the goalkeeper.
As a sportsman, do you have to have a special diet for your training? If so, what do you miss when you're on it?
As a sportsman, you need to eat good food. I'm talking about maybe when you go into games, you need some light food, without any fat that can make you get more energy. But in Africa, most of our food are carbohydrates, which we all grew up in it. So I think when I'm outside, I make sure I don't eat chili food, like something spicy, because it makes you get tired very easily. It makes your heart beat. You're feeling pains in your chest and stuff. So I don't eat those things. I try to eat maybe fish or salad or something. That is before the game. But after the game, we've got about a week to another game. So if you want to eat your fufu or your banku, stuff, you can eat it after the game. That is a day after the match.
On towards Asamoah Gyan! Welcome to English football!
If you're an animal, what would you be and why?
Animal. This is a this is a strange question, and as for that, I don't really know. But an animal, maybe I'll be a cat or something.
Why?
Yeah, because I'll be at home every time, and then a cat, like every household owner loves the cat, to give it food, but I don't want to be other animals going around, the houses and stuff. A cat stays at home, cool. So I'll say.
Of the team, were you?
Yeah, I think we had a draw today. We came here to win against the tough side. We fought our hearts out. We were very intelligent on the field. Tactically, we were perfect, and we were up by 2-1, and they equalized. So it was a perfect game for us. I'd like to congratulate the players. Everybody fought. They believe in themselves, and I think it was a great game.
Talk us through your goal. You're getting very close to that Roger Miller record now.
Yeah, personally, I'm happy. Scoring 5 goals in a tournament, in a World Cup tournament, the World Cup stage, it's not easy. But I'm a captain of the team. I'm leading the team. I want the team to go places. And yeah, personally, I'm happy.
How significant are World Cup tournaments and AFCON to your career?
It's been very good compared to, I don't know, because sometimes I count myself lucky to be there. I'm 29 years old, and I've played 3 World Cups. So I count myself lucky, and I've played 5 African Cup of Nations. As I'm talking to you now, I'm the top scorer from Africa in the World Cup history. And I think I've scored 7 goals in African Cup. So I count myself lucky, and hopefully there's another World Cup coming up, and I'm just praying to the Almighty God to protect me, my health and everything.
How and where do you find your inspiration?
My brother Gyan, he went through a lot of things that he didn't want me to be in. It's like he cleared the way for me. Everything that he passed through in his life, he made sure I didn't go through that. So like I was finding things very easily. So I think he has been my inspiration and everything. He has been my advisor. Everything I do, I think apart from God, he's the one who comes first. My parents are there, but my parents have done enough. They've done enough, and we are now men right now. We are now men. So this is the time we have to pay back to my parents. So my parents have to just sit down and then monitor what is going on. But my brother is the one who has been behind everything. He's my motivator.
Ghana threatening the Uruguay goal for the first time in the match, really, there. Beautiful play. Kusile, Cavani again. Twinkle-toed, advancing all the time and almost cutting open the defence. The challenge from Pansil was fair.
Good decision from the referee. Chance.
Suarez who's down, but here comes Kevin Prince Boateng for Ghana. Still going. Could be another chance. Asamoah Gyan! Oh, and it's just wide again. Well, having hardly threatened for half an hour, Ghana could have had 2 goals inside a minute.
Asamoah Gyan he gets his foot around it, but he's not a great contact. Those sometimes can creep in the bottom corner. But what a good opportunity, what a great break.
Yeah, getting up well. Now it's Dominic Adia. Adia skitting away in towards Asamoah Gyan, tries to turn the defender. Oh, was it nearly an own goal? And then finally thumped away by Maxi Pereira.
Just kicks out at the ball here. Well, it could have gone anywhere as he's stumbling. I think it's a foul, isn't it?
Oh, Scotty there chips his own goalkeeper. What a moment for Asamoah Gyan. What pressure on those shoulders. Suarez leaves the field in tears. Asamoah Gyan for Ghana. Oh, and he's missed. Oh, I cannot believe it. And it was the last kick of the game. And Asamoah Gyan cannot finish Uruguay off. It's 1-1 and we are headed for penalty kicks.
What are the books you read and why?
Honestly, I'm not a good reader. I'm not a good reader, so I don't read books. You know, I'm not a good reader. Although I can pronounce the words in it, but when I'm flowing, I don't flow very well because I wasn't a good reader at school, and I'm not.
Who has influenced you the most?
I've seen the football world or something.
Yes.
I would say Ronaldo from Brazil, not Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo from Brazil. You know, I watched him when I was little with his skills and his speed and everything. You know, for me, I think he is the best player I've ever seen in football.
Please describe in one brief sentence how you imagine a better world for children.
Children, for me, I would say, when you're a child, education is the key. Every child has to go to school. You know, despite we are in Africa, and you know, you can go to places that children don't have the facilities, they don't have the support to go to school. You know, and they end up being illiterate. But what I'll advise the children is they should try and then go to school to a certain level, and then God can reveal their future to them or something. But I'll advise the children to just go to school and then study hard, because for me, I think education is the key.
If you're not a sportsman, what profession would you like to pursue?
I would have been a musician, you know, because I love music, and I know everything about music. I know the basics, everything about music. Nobody taught me. I'll say it's natural. You know, people go to music school, they know their keys and everything, but it just occurred to me naturally.
Asamoah Gyan, baby jet, yana mama who wait the first. No retreat, no surrender. Omo feteke, and say Yakuma, Linda, Barbara, Monica, Jessica, Pamela, Sarah, Gift in a diner. Mudina Komo, Buyogo, Asamoah Gyan, Buyogo.
I know my key. When I'm singing, I know my key. I know all the basics in music. So I would have been a musician because it's obvious.
Could you please tell us a story that has made an impact on you?
I've watched a lot of movies, you know, in the past, but recently, I think the movie that has inspired me and that made me very strong is Pursuit of Happiness from Will Smith. Pursuit of Happiness. You know, talking about a movie, he was in a hardship, but he kept on fighting till he got there. You know, that's the movie Pursuit of Happiness. So I advise you to watch that movie.
Oh, I've watched it before.
You've watched it before, from Will Smith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Captain Asamoah Gyan, for sharing your inspirational life story with us, the children of Ghana. I wish you a safe journey back to your club.
Thank you very much, and take care of yourself.
I've had a very good time chatting with Captain Asamoah Gyan. He has shared with us his exciting career as a top footballer. Make a date with us same time next week for another edition of the Dream Big series. Bye.